We are live, guys, with the last step here of the qualification for the next day of the Flash Cup. We have all the players here who will battle it out on a total of 20 rounds on all the 5 maps. And we have a point repetition that will be determining the players who will be the victorious players here in this step. So the player with the most amount of points will be in first and will go home with 35 points. Second most points will have, of course, 31 points. Gwen looking very strong right now because he is at 70 out of 70 points, so the flawless clean sweep for him, and it's looking good for him again that he takes the victory here. He gets attacked by Link, Coco and Binks, so the top 4 of the French regionals are in the lead actually. And Gwen is looking very strong as Link is overtaking Binks here, and also Coco making a mistake, dropping down towards that P5. But still a good performance. Granadi also there as well as Vulnera. And Vulnera has more speed, but Granadi with a better angle. And it's actually Coco overtaking Granadi there, jumping a millimeter away from the left. So this was a very, very close one there. But Gwen will go home with the first 10-pointer. But what a great round. 102.06 by Gwen. Great time. Thumbs up finishing as well, but only in P29. Matt also with 160 points, and we will go into the second round just now. Adi jumping very far to the right there though. This was a alternative approach. Taxon also now on the mix. Taxon off to a good start. Was only in 24th position round beforehand. He gets a good start now, so he has only accumulated 60 points before that. Taxon looking good. Top 6 placement for him. Only point 27 behind. Overtaking Lego, but Afi wants to have the same year as well for that top placement. Coco, Gwen, Link again in the top 3. Only Binks is missing, but Binks only in P8. Only quote-unquote though. So the ending is remaining, and Gwen looks like to get away with another 250 points here. We've seen some players making a mistake, as well as Taxon losing it there. Oversteered a bit too much, and therefore he drops down to P10. But a lot of weird lines have been done by the players, and so Taxon will be going home with 160 points. And Gwen again in first, ahead of Link. So Link in second place again. Still sitting only 30 points behind Gwen. So nothing really has decided yet. So great performance here from the French players. Look at that. Top 6 is French speaking and all with a French flag. Someone has made a mistake here at the start, if I recall correctly. It was Uta. Uta not really looking that strong here, as Kotso is in last right now. Then we have Rin with 90 points in 30th position. Oh, Granadi has made a mistake, and he is dead. Expected Azion here, who's in 9th position. Again, Gwen. Oh no, Azion with a mistake, and let's go ahead a little bit further ahead. Dunster on his way to clock in some valuable points, but Gwen, Coco and Link are on another level here on this track. Look at them. Gwen again in first, but he gets attacked by Coco. Oh my god, what was that? Dunster dropping down towards P15 in this third section. He will only get 16th place here, and Gwen winning again. Again in first. Coco in second this time overtakes Link, so he comes close towards him. Then we have Binks in 8th position. So therefore, it is Vulnera who comes closer towards him. The top 16 looks like that. Gwen with a 60 points lead. This guy is playing out of his mind, going into the last round here on Axis, which is the first map, of course. Afi in the lead now. Where is Gwen? Gwen only in P3, but look at this speed from Link and also from Coco there. but you can see that the inside approach is rather better here. And also Azion is here in the mix here for that first place battle. Have not seen too much from him. He is only at P14 so far, so he's really in need of some points. Gwen again in first. This could be the 4 out of 4 for him. What is this guy smoking? Gwen is outstandingly on this track. This is very good by him. Gwen looks like to go home with another first place here. Also Link, not the best performance here in this round. Only 5th place. And it is Gwen with 1,000 points. Impressive performance. Bresso in 7th. Then we have Yannick's in 8th position. And Marcin in 5th. Which will be certainly be pretty good for him as well. Bensot finishing, but only in P30. So yeah, Gwen, 100 points of a gap between him and the 2nd place. What a great performance. What a great performance. I will grab some water. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, but I'm really thirsty. Okay, got myself some water. I'm not even late for the warm-up, so that's good. Okay, and also some fresh air, because I'm really like lacking oxygen at the moment. So the tech map is as the 2nd map. So we have one warm-up before every live round, and then a total of 4 rounds on each track. So it is safe to say that Gwen is on another level, as you can see. Gwen is just pushing it here, and he is first in the warm-up again. What a madman. And he's actually on a good time here. Look at him go. Oh my god, what is Gwen doing? This is... oh my god. But yeah, that was a weird slide from Gwen. So he will drop down towards P7. So good luck and fun to all of the players. It is the last step of today, the last test. Who will go into the next round? Let's follow Granadi here, who's at P10. So great performance for him so far. He's in need of some points if he wants to qualify for the next round. We have seen some mistakes here at the start. And I see Gwen here, but I don't see Link. And... Coco, but actually Granadi has made a mistake, so he will drop down towards P28. Not good news for him. Kaku is also down there. This is not looking good for him. Then we have Link, only on P23 as well. Let's follow the top 3 here. Bing's very close here, batting out with Yannick and also Evon and Gwen. So Gwen's streak could be broken if he is not granting himself the first place. So it's the first non-first place for Gwen. And a 50.70. What a great time by him. Loud 6 finishing, but only on P28. Bensword also, but only place 30 for him. And what a great time here by Marcin. So yeah, despite that, it is Gwen extending his lead to 100 additional points. So he's 200 points ahead of the 2nd place. What a performance by Gwen. What a performance. Okay, so next round is on your way. We have Granadi with a good start, but only P14. He's only 0.26 of a second behind the leader here, who is again Gwen. So Gwen is not stopping, even though he only granted himself got himself. Okay, got himself that second place in the prior round. So Kanadi still holding strong here. Then he saw his teammate, tries to overtake him, but didn't get a lot of speed. Who's failing the ending? A lot of players have failed the ending. And Gwen with a 50.85 in first place. Binks just behind that, 13,000. And then Yannick's in third. So valuable points for him. And Kanadi was also in dire need of those points. Uta not with the water bounce, and therefore he is not finishing and is not going home with 35 points. And this is bad news for Uta, as he is in last place and falls down even more behind. Let's follow Afi here. 841 points for him so far, but it's pretty close here between him and the three Exalted players here, Vulnera, Hadra, and Xera. Not too far ahead of him, so one good round could really help him. It could put him up to that top 6 spot. Wide approach here for him, so therefore he has a lot of speed. Jonat is also there, not really seen too much from him. I think it's the old Trackmania United player, if I recall that correctly. There was someone who was called Jonat as well. He was a very good player back then on United. Yeah, Afi with a really good section, only 0.2 behind the leader, who's Binks right now. Binks, Vulnera, and Gwen are betting up, but Vulnera fell behind. And also Binks, oh my god, what a close ending. But what a great round again. So Afi from P6 to P4. Great round again. Wow, but yeah, great finish there from Afi. Jonat has failed it, but he's still able to finish, but only in last place here. Because we only have 31 players left, since we had one player by the name of Dank who was unfortunately giving up the tournament. Maybe something has occurred in his real life, or he has just lost motivation. So unfortunate stuff for him. Okay, so Afi again off to a good start. Let's follow Dancy, who is sitting at P10. So great performance from the Aztec player, but not the best start for him, as he's only on P25. 0.45 of a second behind the leader here, who is Coco. And we have Afi behind, Azion as well, Vulnera as well. But just speaking of him being good, Azion, he dropped down to P5. And then some multiple mistakes have happened to the other players. So Dancer can really capitalize from that, even in the ending, but didn't get the best speed outcome here. But maybe he can snipe someone in the end. Yeah, one player, but only one player. But Coco here with a 0.73 in first place. And what a great time by him. And what a great round. Really close here for that second place. Uta is just giving himself up. He just accepted his fate and is not finishing. So next map is coming up. Gwen still in the lead with a very, very good lead of 200 points. Even more than that. So this is looking good for Gwen, as he has gotten himself almost, look at him, he has gotten himself all of the points except of 45 points. So this is a 400 points lead. Why was I at 200? 400 points lead for Gwen so far. This performance is bonkers. So Gwen is playing out of his mind here in this step, or in this phase. One warm-up and then we will start. Okay, so Factory. A map where you can either save the ending or go for that finish, which is rather hard to do. I didn't really have difficulties with that. Oh, there's a hidden finish. Uh-huh. I see something, guys. Do you see it as well? I see it. Please, Matt, go for it. Please, go for it. Go for it. No, you can hit this here. You can hit this and then bounce into the finish. Please, Matt, do it. Please, please do it. Please do it, Matt. This must be possible. This is possible. But yeah, Binks is in first. Then we have Lego and Afi behind him, and also Marchen. Yeah, I hopefully someone will do that. Just go for this point of view here. Please, Matt. Please, 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 please. No! Huh? Huh? He finished. Okay, so second round. Let's go to some serious casting here. Okay, so let's follow Granadi. The German power. Oh, we see the mistake. Who was that, actually? I'm not sure. I didn't capture that, but a mistake has been done. And also a mistake by Granadi here in this section. This one didn't do it so good as well as Uta. So dirt can be very slippery at some part, which is not too good. So half of the maps or half of the rounds were cleared already. Oh, so many mistakes by all of the players here. You can see Granadi has made a mistake as well, being 1 second behind, but still he's battling it out here for that top 16 placement. So this is good news for the Loud player. Yes, we are in the second round. Wolfset also with a very inside line, so not too good for him. What the fuck? Oh, and Granadi will actually get 13th here with this time. Great ending here for him. And yeah, Gwen with another first place after a mistake in the prior rounds. So let's see, thumbs up. Could maybe risk the ending here with a... Okay, you can't. You can hit that, actually. Just hit the upper thing, and then you can go in there. But I think if the block would have been one block lower, it would be easier. But yeah, it's easier said than done. But I think it's possible. So, third round on our way. Let's see where Kaku is. Not really seen too much from him, but this section for him is so good. What a beautiful SD for him. Look at the speed from Kaku. Are you kidding me? He's coming closer. He's marching through, but... Kaku, please. Mann, ey. That was not good. So Kaku is dead. Matt and P 415. What is happening? Okay, yeah, but last round is coming up now. Let's go with Disrod, who is really good on the dirt tarmac. And you can see that he is doing it good. Didn't get the best speed. He goes for the SD as well as Dunstan. Very outside approach here for him. And therefore a lot of speed for Disrod. So you move up towards that top 60. But goes too far inside. I think that every player I spectate here in this section will just make a mistake. So Disrod is now the player who is in last place. Goes for the alternative line there for the booster. And he is dead. Dionysos in the battle for that 5th place. It is actually Gwen not being in first place. Avon, Coco, Afi, and Azion are betting now. But Dionysos with a mistake. Are you kidding me? What is the caster's curse? What do you mean? And actually, no way. He didn't air brake and therefore he didn't get the finish. So he is out. It was Avon. Didn't do it that good. Taxon also finishing, but only in a non-top 20 position. And now we can see the GPS here by Roquette. But speaking of GPS, we will go to the next map now. Oh no, what did I do? Fuck, I started a game. Okay, now we have the dirt map, which is the second last map. It is still Gwen in the lead. Then we have Binks, Coco, Link, and Yannick's behind. Afi, Volnera, and Evon are in the top 8. So this is a very good performance for them. Granadi also sitting there at 9th position. Ahead of Xera. Dunster in 11th. And then we have Azion, Herdra, Lego, Bresso, and Taxon rounding up the top 16. So this is the place you want to get into. Really good. Okay. Let's go with the first round here on the second last map. It is Gwen with a good start as well as Uta. So Uta here won't have a saying. As you can see, he is sitting there at 31st position with only 526 points. Yeah, very, very wonky approach for him, and he is dead. Uta is dead, and this means that he is not able to qualify for tomorrow. But still a great performance for him. And yeah, Gwen with the first place again with a sub 51. Good time for him. Very good time for him. And this means that Gwen will extend his lead again. So Gwen is just on another level here. As you can see, he is just pushing it here. He can probably DNF 1 or 2 rounds and still finishes in first, since he has a lead of 500 points already. What a performance here by the 15-year-old player playing for Team Game Ward. Speaking of Game Ward, where is Wosal actually? Wosal only on P20 with 1,300 points. Not too good for him. Kaku and Granadi opting for that left side approach. And yeah, Wolster with a good wallbang here. Overtakes a couple of people, but you can see it is very messy. Because all of the cards... Oh, one mistake has been done. I think it was a T-Sim player or Exalty. Didn't really capture that too quick. Okay. Oh, but Wolfsal with another mistake. And this is bad news for him. Wolfsal is dead and will not get himself a lot of points here. And this could mean that Wolfsal could be eliminated from this tournament. But Afi with a 50.78 in first place. This rod behind. And where is Gwen? Gwen is not even in the top 8. So Gwen only with a lower position here, but still is in the lead with 600 points. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. So who has made the mistake here at the start? It is Bansword who has dropped down. Well, let's follow Binks here for this round. Second last round on this track. Then we have one more to come. Oh, bad wallbang here for Gwen, and also Tuxton. Very wonky approach for him. Yeah, Bing's looking strong here to clock in a good time. Top 10 placement for him, as well as Granadi, Rin, and Xera, who are here. But Bing's losing it there. Was able to stabilize his cow, but loses or sacrifices multiple positions for that. Bresso also now with the best uphill here. So Kaku, Afi, Kozo, and everyone. Look at this. It's so messy here. And what a close one. And Afi winning it again. So Afi will move up some valuable positions since Link only has gotten into the lower positions here. So Afi on his way to come closer and closer towards those other players. Bansword not finishing and tries to buck backwards through that thing, but that wasn't the case. So Afi now in your third place, only 22 points behind Binks. Then we have Coco and Link tearing apart 2 points. So it's a spicy battle here for that second place. Interesting line from Granadi. Goes for the later airbreak that his nose goes down, and all of a sudden he is in first place. What a great start here from Granadi. It is looking really good. He gets chased by Dizrod and Gwen. Dizrod with a little bit more speed, but it is actually Gwen and Granadi opting for the more upside approach, so they will take over that lead again. It's between Gwen and Granadi in the ending here. Granadi with the more inside approach and goes over that thing better. So Binks is now the contender here for that first place, but actually Gwen is behind him. But Granadi loses a bit in the uphill, but still is in the lead. So Granadi will take over that first place, but no, actually Binks with more speed, who will take it? It will be 5,000s. What a great round between the three players here. Granadi with a tiny with a tiny little speed in the ending, and therefore Binks will overtake him, but great effort here. So yeah, Binks now, that was very important for him that he got himself that first place to have some room to breathe, because Afi has also gotten a good placement here and also a great performance here from Granadi in this round. And now we will see the last map, the next map. I'm not sure where is it really interesting to see. Let me actually check here who has I can't do it like sort it after points. Man, that's weird that I can't. What are the... Ah, yeah, here's the total standings. Okay, so we have... actually, Granadi is looking very strong to qualify himself, since he is on P9. And this means that he gets himself a lot of points here, and also a good warm-up here on this track. But then we have this part, which will be really hard to do. Good approach here from Granadi. Goes for the very direct line over this part. The Bansword looking like to get eliminated. Bresso also only with 10 points. Where is Dunster? Dunster also looking very strong to get qualified here. But I don't know where all the players is. I need to consider everyone. But yeah, look at this time from Granadi. 102.92 from him. Great time by Granadi. Nice time. So Bresso needs to take some points here on this track. Okay, so into the first part we go here. Into the quote-unquote short full speed part 2 with 1 SD. Which is triggered by a glass block. It is Binks in first, followed up by Coco. Bresso in 9th position. Taxon with a weird line there. But still, he was able to stay ahead. And, yeah, we see Loud6 making a mistake. But he is not there to have a saying anyway. Okay, now the cruel part will come up. You get some grip and you need to really align your car right. Jonat with the save, and therefore he finds himself in last place because the freewheeling will slow down you tremendously. So Bresso in 12th position almost gets, actually got sniped by Warsaw 2000s. And yeah, what a great round. A point 80, a point 90, and a point 86 for the top 3. So what a great round. Bensor not able to finish. Unfortunate stuff for him. So yeah, it's pretty close here for that second place between Link, Coco, Afi and Binks. Granadi can also catch up some positions as well as the other players here in this top 16. Taxon is at 1,800 points, but still a great performance for him. And we have Azion just sitting ahead of him. Let's follow him here for this round. For that third last round on this seeding or like actual step here. It's reminding me a bit of Trackmania Grand League relegation, which was really cool. But Azion with a mistake, his car was too slippery, and therefore he has come into touch with the fence. So this was not good for him. Now the quote-unquote identity is coming up. Granadi is in first, batting now with Coco here. Granadi with a good jump, has a tiny tad more speed than Coco here in this ending. The ending will decide it. Will Granadi take it? Coco with more speed, and Granadi has to settle with second place. Great time here from both of the players with sub 0.9. Great times, and Granadi will be certainly happy about that 235 points, because he will pressurize Vulnera, who also got a good placement here and got away with 210 points. So Matt, you know how to do that better. But he finished. Okay, so Granadi now in 9th position behind Vulnera, and also Yannick is in reach. If he gets himself 2 good rounds, he could go up into or to the top 8 here. So this is good news for the German player. Good start for him. Look at this. All of a sudden, he's in P2. Binks, the only player who has a really, really good start here. But Granadi is getting chased down by Legu, who has occupied the WR, if I recall it correctly. But I think the point 39 by Gwen is now the WR. Granadi falls down a little bit, but gets a better angle here over this section. Coco, Avon, and Gwen is your top like 2 to 4. So Binks is on another level, 0.2 ahead of the rest of the pack. But Granadi with a slow turn here, so he's in the mix now for that top 10, but not in the battle for that top 2. But what a close round. Binks jumps super far to the right, and actually Gwen was able to clip there, but it's safe to say that Gwen is in first place. Granadi with a very inside drift, and therefore he has not a lot of speed, so he gets overtaken by a lot of players. But still 190 points for him, and the 6th position is good, and a 0.01 from Binks is enough to get away with 250 points. Coco was 7,000 behind that. Then we have Xera, Lego, Link, and then of course Granadi and Afi in 5th and in the other places. And then we have Kaku being in top 8. We can see Kaku being super far behind. Now it's important for him that he gets himself some points, that he can overtake Rin and Matt here. Not sure where he is in the total standing, because it's super messy. But yeah, Gwen is first already. And now we have this battle here for... Yeah, where's actually a tight battle? Oh, actually Granadi has made a mistake, so he can get overtaken by Vulnera here if he gets a good round. So no top 8 placement here for Granadi. And also Marcin is not super far ahead, so Vulnera could overtake him as well. Look at him, Marcin is nowhere to be seen here either. Now he's actually at 21st position. So this is looking very good for Vulnera, that he can snipe that 7th place, because both of his direct opponents have made mistakes. Yannick is not the best approach for him. Goes super far outside, but also Vulnera not with a good section. Vulnera has failed it, and this means that Granadi is not getting overtaken, and as well as Marcin. So Granadi will actually go home with that. No, not with a good placement here, but still he will stay in P8. Or actually, no, he will overtake. He gets P7. GG. This is super important for Granadi, just for the seeding and everything. So Granadi now up to P7. Gwen wins it in a very, very dominant performance here, with a huge gap here of more than 200 points. 254 to be exact. So great round here. Match finished. GG. Well played. And let's see who is into the next one, because the semi-final and final, the playoff, will be played tomorrow.